Catholic News Roundup is brought to you in part by PewSitter.com, your online Catholic newspaper for the third millennium, CatholicMediaCoalition.org, in line with the Church, online with the world.
And TheAmericanCatholic.com, politics and culture from a Catholic perspective.
Hello and welcome to today's edition of Catholic News Roundup. I'm Simon Rafe. Catholics, stop being stupid. That from Father Richard Perosic, a priest of the Diocese of San Diego. Father reminds us that Catholics must engage in the political process to form a nation that reflects the values held by Christ's followers. Learn who you are and act like a Christian, and that means promoting God's truth, no matter the consequences, he says. For us Catholics, the basic issues are protection of life from conception to natural death, protection of embryos, protection from cloning, and protection from sexual deviance. Kinsey up to its old tricks. The Kinsey Institute just announced its collaboration with Trojan Condoms, another agency of sex and condom use, using nearly 6,000 subjects. As reported by WorldNet Daily, the new Kinsey study continues its old drumbeat: sex, anyway and wherever you can get it. It also continues its tradition of lying about sex and children in yet another sexual health survey. The survey says condoms are comfortable and safe for child use. Fake bomb scare. Linda Meek, the former head of reproductive services of Tulsa, Oklahoma, has pled guilty to falsely reporting a bomb threat there last month. Meek admitted that she had hid an egg timer in a trash can at her own facility and that she called the police to report the suspicious package. Following her report, the buildings were evacuated until officials determined that there was no threat. Now, the same site had an actual bombing in 1997. Meek could face up to 5 years in prison and a $250,000 fine. Stay with us, we'll be back in just a few seconds.
Catholic News Roundup is brought to you in part by NewOxfordReview.org, the voice of Catholic Orthodoxy, in print and on the web, and RenewAmerica.com, expanding the influence of America's grassroots in the cause of freedom.
CatholicUnderground.com, the podcast about our Catholic faith and new media.
Bible group questioned. Members of a Bible study joined by the man who murdered late-term abortionist George Tiller say they have been investigated by a federal grand jury seeking to discover whether the gunman acted alone, reports LifeSite News. Tim Parks, one of the members questioned, said, "It appeared to me that they are trying to find or fabricate a conspiracy." And finally, text message stops abortion. That thanks to pro-life activist Tara Shaver. Her text message to a young teen about to undergo a forced abortion simply said, "You are a mom. Please choose life for your baby. We want to help you." After a few more text messages between the teen and Tara, the girl emerged from the clinic with the promise of getting help for her and her baby. Operation Rescue President Troy Newman said, "This incident highlights the epidemic of coerced and forced abortions that occur with alarming frequency in this nation." I'm Simon Rafe. Thanks for tuning in. Now be sure and tune in tomorrow for your daily dose of Catholic News Roundup right here on realcatholictv.com. And be sure to check out The Vortex today, where once again, Michael Voris is coming to us from the Eternal City, Rome. Thanks for tuning in. Be sure and tell your friends about us, and God bless.